So in this video today, we're going to show you a couple tips and tricks that you may know or you may not know. Starting off with the very first one, in tactical, the best tactical equipment to go for is the spotter scope. Another great one to go for is a field upgrade, and I like to go for munitions box. Sometimes you have objectives to do with other ones, for example the recon drone. It is worth looking what you need at the time, but 9 out of 10 times I go for a munition box. If we have to drop off any hard equipment or any of the deadly equipment, for example the lethal stuff, you can actually stack them up by storing them away and then basically going in and getting yourself that back by using your special field upgrade. The next trick a lot of people don't know or seem to not know at all is you need to make sure when you have got your main gun or any gun, it doesn't matter what it is, you have a silencer on it. The main reason is because AI won't know where you're shooting from. They won't turn around and shoot you straight away either. And you have yourself a really good advantage by doing that. So we usually rock over with a sniper rifle. I do think that's the best thing to go for in DMZ. So make sure you have a sniper rifle set up, or if you've managed to catch one and put it in your contraband. You need to put a sniper rifle in your loadout every single time. In my opinion, it is the most overpowered weapon in the game. Headshots, instant kill. A lot of people don't play it up as well. With a silencer, they will not know where you're coming from. With the spotter scope, as we've seen, you can pick out targets anywhere and everywhere. And a secondary gun can either be from any one of the ones you've got in your contraband, or we can go into the game and load up. So we'll do that now. And next one is, here are all the spawn spots in the game that are going to help you out to basically decide where all the PvP players start. So usually people are in squads of 3. If you're running solos, it's really important to either download this image somewhere. You can find it on Google, is where I found it. I've actually spawned in almost every single one of these positions, so now I kind of know them off by heart. And you can instantly see where people are going to be close to you or not, and whether to decide whether to push for a certain contract or anything like that. So we have looked at our map and we have seen that there are a team that normally spawns in this direction over here. So with the spotter, as you can see here, you can turn it to thermal and you can see all the bots and everything like that. We can zoom in. Let me just move to a better location. The good thing about this is there's no glint, so people cannot see you doing it. So for example, there are the 2 online players now moving around a bit strange. So we know that he's pressing this direction, and that's how you instantly know that there are people online in those spawn spots. Learn those spawn spots as soon as you can. And there is his teammate moving. So they're actually moving this direction. Another thing this is good for as well is it can pick up bots. If I can find any bots around, it will label them all up as AI as well. So there is a bot there for us. And with a silencer and crouching down as well, the AI have no idea where it came from. We've now got ourselves a second gun already. Again, with our spotter scope, we can see 2 online players. And we've eliminated one out of the game. And now we can use our spotter scope to see. And there we go, we can see his head there. He's been marked for us. We know exactly where he is. Tracked him. And now he's swimming underwater, not a problem. So the next thing you can see on your map here is all the key locations. I will have this linked in the description, so you'll be able to go on it. It is on Reddit. Some guys put a lot of effort in, so make sure you go share the love. But he has all the locations, and the crazy thing is you can select which keys you need or where you need them, and it takes you straight there. And then there's videos on them as well. So there are other videos to have a look on how to get them. There's a really good website overall on how to help you with stuff like that. It's a great tip to have. It's helped me out massively to get keys that I didn't know where they were or anything like that, so it's worth checking out. So the next tip is going to be the location of all the hidden caches. These have really good loot in them. They are little things that are buried into the ground, and I will show you a live example now. So just like it's located on that map, on our map here is where we marked. On the map you see there is a stash, and there we go, the hidden cache. And these are great because they have a lot of good items in, especially if you're just starting in the game as well and you don't have anything. It's going to help you out massively. So the next tip is these blue buildings. You can see here located on the map. These blue buildings are medical centers. They have a lot of self-revives. They have a lot of equipment that you can loot and get yourself some cash really quick. Not only that, some of the places also have self-revives, as I mentioned already, but they also have a lot of other weapon crates inside. You can get yourself a tier 2 or a tier 3 chest plate, and it's really worth going through, checking. Make sure you check all the lockers in the garage down below. Every building is blueprinted the same way, so in terms of structure, there always is the garage. There always is normally a crate underneath the stairs. Here's a tier 2 plate vest, as I mentioned. Then you go upstairs and you need to check when you go through the door in a minute. There'll be a thing on the wall that is going to have a little medical pack in. These tend to have self-revives or the radiation stuff that you need. There are also gas masks available on the beds if you look around and in looting positions. So we go over to this one here and we get ourselves a self-revive pistol, which is going to be absolutely massive when you're playing solos. You're going to need that to help you out big time, as I just switch over my gear now to make sure I have my munition boxes from the other tips that I mentioned. Store that away, doesn't matter which one we get rid of here. And then we can have a look around as well. Again, looking on the beds, there's some stems. There's also more revival stuff we need. We don't need rage, unfortunately. Then there is another one here, and you can see here more radiation pills if we need them. And then we have another revive pistol. So that means we can get knocked down twice now and revive without having to worry about a teammate. And then the last tip, let's say you've just died and you've lost all of your equipment. You have no more guns, but you want to carry on playing DMZ. I'm going to show you the easiest and quickest way to get a gun without alerting any of the AI or bots. And it doesn't take any sort of thing of looking for loot. So we have dropped in here, as you can see, no guns or anything on us. The first thing we want to do is crouch. Stealth is so important on this. Using stealth to get us around is going to help us. We're going to find our first bot and we are going to assassinate him. So you can assassinate anybody when you have a gun. You just click in the right stick on your controller or the right analog stick, depending on how you say it. But if you don't have a gun or anything like that, you can basically assassinate by creeping behind. So there is a bot here. May or may not see us. Hopefully it doesn't. So as you can see here, we've got behind him. Not even noticed. We've done our melee attack, held it down. And now we've got our gun. And we can get straight out of here, no problems at all. And we are underway. And that's exactly as easy as that to get that done. I've done this every single time when I've managed to play DMZ and I've lost everything and gone straight back in. And that is the best way I found it. Stealth is your best friend on this game. You want to be able to crouch as much as possible. In a new area, make sure you're crouching all the time, because then the bots don't react to you as quick and you've got time to evaluate the position. I hope that's the help today. If you have any questions about any of the tips, I will be posting a lot more content now. New Year's out the way, Christmas out the way. I appreciate anyone that's been watching, all the subs and everything, and I'll catch you in the next. See ya.